One shot. One shot. One shot. That one shot segment. That one shot segment was so amazing, I almost forgave the movie for creating one of the most annoying characters in cinema history. I absolutely hate the annoying kid making irrational decisions trope. Ladies and gentlemen, when will it ever end? So Extraction 2 is the sequel to the Netflix original film, Extraction. The film is once again directed by Sam Hargrave, and it stars Chris Hemsworth, Adam Bessa, Golshifteh Farahani, and Idris Elba. So Extraction 2 takes place 9 months after the events of the first Extraction. Tyler Rake embarks on a dangerous mission to save a ruthless gangster's imprisoned family. So the plot is very similar to the first one, but this time, it's personal. And I actually like that it was a personal story because it gives us a deeper dive into Tyler Rake's character and also gives us a good reason for him to come back in action after literally cheating death. I still to this day don't know how Tyler Rake is not dead. Like, you all saw the ending to the first one. But I will admit, I really do like Chris Hemsworth's performance as Tyler Rake. He's a stoic, determined, and heroic character who will do whatever it takes to get the job done that others can't do, while also walking around with this guilt for the loss of his child. There is a scene where Tyler Rake becomes vulnerable in front of his ex-wife as he feels guilty for the loss of his child. And he's been walking around this whole time thinking that I am the reason my child is gone. But as he's talking with his ex-wife, she gives him closure and that feeling of guilt begins to fade away. And then he immediately goes on a killer rampage right after that. Regardless, I like Tyler Rake and I love Chris Hemsworth's performance as the character. The action in this movie is pretty solid. In fact, I would argue the action in here is better than the first one. Almost every single action scene in this movie was very well shot and very well clean. There is a little bit of shaky cam, but not to the point where it's a complete distraction or it ruins the immersive experience of watching this film. However, when comparing it to the John Wick series, from a choreography and clever kill standpoint, I think John Wick is better. However, I do believe Extraction is a solid addition into the lore of action thrillers. Speaking of action, that one-shot segment was absolutely incredible. The entire 21-minute one-shot is one of the greatest moments I have ever experienced in movie history. The way that whole execution left me speechless and in awe is an experience that I will never, ever forget. Listen, I'm already a sucker for one-shots, but Extraction 2, it just fed my forever growing love for one-shots. You have to admire the craftsmanship, the creativity, and most importantly, the patience it must take to pull one of these off. And the fact that we moved through 3 different locations, all within a span of 21 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, that is called talent. That is art. Props to the entire team for pulling this off because, wow. I could talk about one-shots all day, but I'll stop for now. I actually did like the villain in this movie. I thought he was good. You see flashbacks of his upbringing and how his father shaped him into this wicked, evil menace to society. And honestly, I thought he was a solid antagonist. The special effects and CGI in this movie was actually really good, which is shocking given the content Netflix has been putting out lately. But all around, pretty good. I also appreciate the usage of the 2-hour runtime. The pacing was great, it didn't feel bloated, and it got straight to the point, and it clearly sets itself up for future installments, and I actually am looking forward to those future installments. If there is one thing that I hated in this movie, it was Sandro. This kid has been making nothing but bad decisions after bad decisions, to the point in which it literally jeopardizes Tyler Rake and his entire crew. Like, I was sitting there like, you absolute dummy. Listen, I get it that he's a kid. However, when kids make absolute dumb decisions that literally put our main protagonist in dire circumstances, I have a hard time rooting for that character. You didn't see any of the red flags your father was doing, and that didn't make you think, you know, maybe my dad really is a villain. Like, no shit. Also, what happened to Ovi? Did that post-credit scene at the end of the first Extraction mean nothing? I don't know, man. I just wish that Ovi made some sort of cameo just so he knows that Tyler Rake actually survived. But then again, I guess that's what that post-credit scene was supposed to do, even though they pretty much ignored it in the sequel, but whatever. In the end, guys, Extraction 2, it's awesome. It's an all-around entertaining and immersive gritty action thriller that outshines its predecessor and sets itself up for future installments, and I cannot wait to see what they do with it. So, plugging Extraction 2, into the rank system, I'm going to place this one into the pinnacle zone. But yeah, that is pretty much my review for Extraction 2. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about Extraction 2. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you excited for Extraction 3? Who do you think the big boss is going to be? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next one.
After working up the nerve almost equal in size, I walked around with the iron for any wrinkle in time. I paid a piece of my mind for every nickel and dime, but never less than a 5 and never slept on the job. A killer crept on your squad, yet never left the garage. When you got